Hi there, welcome to the latest episode of my 10-minute moan. And the topic of this 10-minute moan is the question: who made the United Kingdom liable for the world's problems? Now, what's happened here is it's this 100-year deal that we've agreed with Ukraine to support and be in partnership with them. And I can't say whether it's a good thing or a bad thing because I don't know much about it. But what I would love to know is why we needed it and how much is it going to cost us. Because you can bet your bottom dollar Ukraine will not be funding us. We'll not be taking money off of them. And you're probably sure that they'll be taking money off of us. But it got to the question in my head, and I see it a lot in Parliament, a lot of discussions and arguments about the war in Gaza as well. And you think, who made us the United Nations? Why did the United Kingdom become this thing that's got its plenty of problems of its own? Problems that we don't need to go and seek problems of others. But why do we have to be sorting out anybody else's problems? With all due respect, see when Britain's fine and we want to send delegations over to sort out the Middle East, aye, okay, I could maybe accept that. But when we've got people in the streets, we've got people dying, we've got ex-servicemen tossed to the side of society in our own country. In Scotland, we've got the worst drug deaths in the whole of Europe. Well, see, while we've still got these things, we kind of need to let the rest of the world look after itself for a wee bit. We are long gone from being a global power with our empire, etc. We're not that country anymore. We're a country that's performing very, very poorly and looking after its own. And until we sort that, who in the world should expect us to be the world's problem solvers when we can't solve our own? So it beggars belief to me that you even see the headline that we are coming into a partnership agreement with the Ukraine for 100 years. It's absolutely bonkers. At the same time, giving away our overseas territories for reasons unknown to me. They make no sense. But what I do know is Starmer, who appointed our Attorney General, who's pushing through the legislation and advising the government to do this, and the Attorney General from the Mauritius, who are going to take over the Chagos Islands. They three men are friends that have all worked together in the past in the legal profession. How bonkers is that? And suddenly, that relationship has got to affect every single person in Britain and the Chagos Islands itself. So it's bonkers. And you think, no, come back over here, sit at your desk and sort out the problems here. Russia and Ukraine could have a knock-on effect to the rest of the world. You can't argue. Gaza and Israel could have a knock-on effect to the rest of the world. I kind of get that. But it's not Britain's job to be the referee in the middle, in either of them, or any of other ones that we decide that we want to do. Because there are bigger powers than ours, and you've got bodies like the UN, it's actually their job. That's not your job. But no, don't let that stop Starmer going away, doing deals, shaking hands, and coming back and trying to convince me that something you've not told me about is actually the best thing for the United Kingdom, as in getting in a 100-year partnership with Ukraine and getting away some external territories, overseas territories. It doesn't make sense. And see for the next wee while, could you imagine how good it would be if we didn't have our parliamentarians in both Holyrood and Westminster, and no doubt Northern Ireland and Wales too, talking about the troubles in other countries, particularly in our devolved parliaments and senates and assemblies that we have. But even in Westminster, I don't want to hear my politicians sitting talking to us about Gaza and what's best for Gazans. I am neither Gazan, Israeli, Jew or Muslim. It is not my fight. I have no skin in the game. Would I like it to stop? 100%. It's a horrific war. All wars are. But it isn't actually the only one that's going on in the world. And the people who thought, these Gazaans and we need to look after them and it's racist and it's all that's nonsense. There's other conflicts in the world where Muslims are fighting Muslims and killing more than's ever been killed in Gaza. But we don't have our parliament discussing that, people going on marches on that, and us deciding to give aid or not to that, which is a bit weird. But we worry about this one. And we'll worry about Ukraine and Russia. None of them are my problem. And I'm pretty sure I'm talking on behalf of the vast majority of the UK people, where we say it's not our fight. And the horrific details of the deal that Starmer's done for his 100 years agreement might just include a guarantee of helping in any future wars in certain areas, which could mean our young men and girls these days could be deployed to yet another place, but another fight that's got bugger all to do with. And it doesn't need to be like that. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not already done so, please hit the subscribe and notification bell. Comments below, love them. But most importantly of all, unless you are a parliamentarian in any of the houses in the United Kingdom that spends more time talking about foreign things than your own constituents, no you, but
everyone else, have a great day. Cheerio, bye now.